guys, welcome back for more K-pop fun. Yeah. Before we get started, though, I don't want to forget, please do follow us on all of our social media. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and obviously here on YouTube. Just look for our wonderful, happy, smiling faces.
And the pink.
So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.
Yes.
So.
And just a disclaimer, we're going to butcher names.
Yes.
I'd rather say it at the beginning now.
Who are we butchering names for?
So we are going to talk about NCT 127.
Hey.
I am going to talk briefly about just NCT as a whole. I'm thinking possibly in the future talking about the other subgroups.
Hey.
Make it a thing, you know?
There's like a lot.
There's a lot.
Because it's like 127,
yes.
Dream,
You,
Wavy.
Yeah.
That's it, I think, right?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so proud of myself that I knew that.
Yeah.
Without the cheat
I was like,
sheet.
yeah. And then I know Hollywood's coming. But let's get to it.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. So let's talk about just NCT as a whole. So they are a South Korean boy band from SM Entertainment. So NCT actually stands for Neo Culture Technology. I remember
when this
the concept was out. I was like, this is an interesting concept. So currently it's divided into 4 subunits and there's 23 members as of April 2021. Dang. Yeah. So the members, range from late teens to their mid 20s. And some members participate in multiple units. So
I thought this was crazy. Like, I remember when this came out, and my first reaction, call me old school. My first reaction, though, was, did this fail with Super Junior? Like, the rotational thing?
Yeah,
but I think they learned, though. SM was a lot smarter.
And also now, different times, I feel like the globalization now, that we, like, how we are now, it makes more sense for it to do it now than back then.
I think the way they go about it, at least my understanding, very limited, seems smarter.
So the first unit is the rotational NCT U, and they debuted in April 9, 2016.
Okay.
So then it was followed by the Seoul-based unit NCT 127, which is the one we're talking about today, and they debuted in July 7, 2016. So the next one is NCT Dream, also in 2016, but in August of that year. And then finally in 2019, their first overseas unit, Wave V, is based off of China debuted. So the 4. And of course, as I mentioned, NCT Hollywood is set to debut in 2021. So anytime this year, it'll debut. We don't know when.
It's pretty exciting.
So, and it's going to be based in the United States, hence Hollywood.
I'm kind of like curious.
I know. I'm like, ooh. So let's talk a little bit more about them. The label's plan actually with NCT was to debut a group that will fall in line with their content strategy. Kind of having the unlimited, ongoing, subunits, collaborations. Like they're just
it's a cool concept.
Trying to take over, I think.
Understandable.
So, yeah, obviously NCT is the umbrella group, and it actually has had songs themselves, like all of them together have had music. So they done it twice. They promoted 2 full-length albums, the first one being in 2018 and the second one in 2020. So that's pretty cool that they've done that too. Because like personally, I didn't realize like that was
of them, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize that was going to be a thing. Like actually, I thought it was just subunits. I didn't realize that they were going to promote as a whole. Like the umbrella group was actually going to have music. So
I can't even
that's
picture
really cool.
What was it, 23 members?
Yes.
What granted, like
well, yeah, but I feel like some of the songs were not all of them, but it was just everyone participated from all the NCT.
That's still pretty crazy.
NCT units. Yeah. So actually, actual NCT umbrella group. Because I feel like I should be like NCT 127 or just be like 127. It's a lot to say.
It is a mouthful.
But so part 1 and part 2 of their albums, they sold over 2.6 million copies within 2 months.
Oh.
And it established itself as the highest selling physical album ever released by an act from SM Entertainment. Yeah. That's crazy, right?
That
and it earned them the group their first Grand Daesang Award at the 2020 Asia Artists Awards. So NCT killing it through subunits, killing it through the umbrella group. They're just killing it all around. But yeah, that's just a quick overview of NCT as a whole.
Okay.
Do you just want to get into NCT 127 now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So as I mentioned, they are the second subunit that came out of NCT, and they're cell-based. Okay. So there's currently 10 members. And I say currently because this can change anytime.
Right.
Since they started off originally with, I believe, 7?
It's like 7 or 8.
Seven members. 7. So it changed throughout the years. But the combination of NCT 127, my bad. The name of NCT 127 is a combination of, Neo Culture Technology, NCT, and 127 is actually the longitude coordinate of the city of Seoul.
Oh.
So that's pretty cool. I feel like I had read that somewhere, but then when I looked at the research, I was like, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So the fandom name's actually NCT-sen, which represents like the fans of, NCT. So everyone is an NCT-sen regardless of the subunit. So I'm like, that's cool.
They all have like the same, I think with the exception of Wavy, they all have the same light stick, right?
I believe
like all the ones that say NCT something all have like the little green one, right?
Yeah. And their official fan color is Pearl Neo Champagne.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. But I'm like, that's their official
color. That's a
color.
fancy sounding color though.
Right.
Not gonna lie.
So as I mentioned, they debuted with 7 members. And here I go, butchering their names. Taeil, Taeyoung, Yuta, Yehyun, Winwin, Mark, and Haechan. So sounds 7 original ones. And their official debut was in July 7, 2016 on the music show M Countdown. So they performed their debut single Firetruck and Once Again. So their EP, NCT hashtag or number, I don't know, 127, was released digitally on July 10th and physically July 11th.
Hashtag pound number. We'll never know.
But yeah, so it's interesting for me. It's like their official debut performance being M Countdown, because I know a lot of people debut like in like showcases and stuff. They're like, now we're going straight to the show.
Straight to the show.
Granted, cool. There's a lot of hype around them. I didn't think they needed a showcase. At this point, it's like, just put them out there, man.
I like it.
So yeah, as I mentioned, so they did Firetruck, and then they went on to win the Best New Group of 2016 that year. So they won in various music shows or award shows. Asia Artist Awards, Seoul Music Awards, Golden Disc Awards, Mnet Asian Music Awards, and Gaon Chart Music Awards.
Take a deep breath.
That was a lot. But then in January 2017, they released their second EP called Limitless. And I haven't listened to this, but I know of, because I have a lot of friends that love them. And I remember seeing that album like everywhere.
I was going to say that albums, like their names sound familiar to me.
Yeah. And this is where the new members, Johnny and Do-young, would join. So at this point, it's 9 members, right?
Yeah.
So Do-young, he actually previously debuted with NCTU in April of 2016. So yeah.
Also participate in this.
Yes, yeah. Then they continued to release their third major release, Cherry Bomb. And I know that was like...
This was like huge.
Yes. So this was June of 2017. And I remember, I think that was like kind of like their breakthrough, really, because I would see the other ones just in like the K-pop, online community, but then this I saw like in other places, parts.
Like actually, it was all out there, and
it was their first single to enter the Gaon digital chart. So, and it was what earned them the group their first music trophy win. So this was basically their breakthrough song. But yeah, and it's kind of the signature song for them.
That's cool.
And it was, according to Billboard and Idolator, it was one of the best songs of 2017. So,
all right.
Yeah, Cherry Bomb. And if I'm being honest, I think I listened to that once.
I think I've heard it like in passing.
But I kind of want to listen to it again. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. I'd be down.
So, addition to having promotions in South Korea, they expanded overseas. So they did the K-Con Festival in Mexico City in 2017, and of course also in LA and New York in that same year. I feel like I remember seeing some of like the Mexican content like on the internet, like the videos and stuff, and them being there and stuff. I always find it cute when it's like them talking in Spanish or like people and like
just like hola.
Yeah, I'm like so I don't know, since like I don't know, I feel like English is more common to see.
This is true.
When you see them doing something else than like Chinese, English, or Japanese, it's like my heart.
Well, especially for you if it's Spanish.
Well, especially if it's Spanish. Yeah. So they were actually the first K-pop act to be invited and introduced in Apple Music's new Artist of the Week list.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. And they released a Japanese version of Limitless on November 4, 2017. So this is like their debut Japanese single. It was technically, I mean, it's not an original Japanese song, but it's a version. That's kind of how they started off their Japanese,
entrance into that market.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they signed with Avex Trax. I feel like that's very popular. Yeah. Very, very popular, big, label. And they confirmed that in December that they would make their official Japanese debut in spring of 2018. So not just like a Japanese version, but like actual
new original stuff in Japanese.
Yes. And I bet all the Japanese fans were like, yes.
They're like, yeah.
So
I envy Japanese fans sometimes.
They get it because
they
get everything.
So they just take a little vacation across like the ocean,
and they go to the motherland.
And then like they always have dome tours and all this like Japanese merch and Japanese fan club exclusive merch. I'm looking at you, EXO. And then it's just like all of us until like the past like year in North America are like left out in the cold.
Left out in the cold. I know it's hard.
That's my like baby rant.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what are the boys up to?
Okay, so in mid-January of 2018, SM Entertainment announced that all current members and units will participate in NCT 2018. So this is a singular year project by the actual, umbrella paternal group NCT. So they released Touch as their fourth single from this project called Empathy. So this is what I was talking about, the full-length album, kind of having all the groups participating under NCT. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if they actually all participated in one song.
Like in one
song?
Or
I'm not
sure.
Just
different collaborations.
I mean, I know for sure it's different collaborations and groups kind of chimming in with their music. But if anyone knows if there's like a song where most of the members, I don't know how that would happen, but
that would be interesting.
That'd be interesting. Let us know because I'm not sure. I didn't see that in the research.
We'll have to see before we start reacting.
But they did do collaborations with NCTU and such.
Very
cool.
Mm-hmm.
So then they finally, in May 23, 2018, they had their Japanese debut with the EP called Chain. So this is via Avex Trax, as I mentioned, they signed with them. And this song this EP debuted and peaked at number 2 on the Oricon Albums charts.
All right.
So
pretty good.
Starting off very strong in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
So, for their upcoming album, they actually did a new teaser video. And this is when it was confirmed that their new member, the 10th member, Youngwoo, would officially join the group and the full-length album.
Ah, okay.
Which was named Regular Irregular. That's hard to say. Regular Irregular.
And that puts us up to 10.
Yes.
Right?
10 members in 2018, October. So...
Cool.
I bet that was exciting for fans. They're like, oh, someone's joining. Oh my God.
It's kind of like, I don't know, like, this is going to sound real dumb.
Yeah.
But like, have you ever played Super Smash Brothers?
Yes.
And it's like, a new character is approaching.
Oh, yeah.
That's
true.
what I pictured. It's like, who'd I unlock?
All right. And especially because, like, I feel like obviously all the Smash, new characters are known from different, games and stuff. And I say this because Jungwoo was actually previously debuted under NCTU. So it's kind of like that same thing.
He got unlocked for the unit.
Yeah.
It's like, new album releasing, new character unlocked.
Basically. No. Anyway.
That'd be really cute to mock up, though.
That would be cute. Anyone do it. Please
it.
mock that up for
really
us.
Cute.
And then send us the link so we can watch it.
We'll react to it.
Right. But anyway, so that album, Regular Irregular, was a commercial success domestically. So it became the group's third album chart topper for 2 weeks, while becoming their first to receive the Platinum KMCA certificate. So,
nice.
Because they sold over 250,000 copies. And in addition to that, they debuted at number 86 on the US Billboard's 200.
So, nice.
Yeah. So it was their first time charting there. And obviously this, I feel like SM saw this as an opportunity to extend their promotions in the United States. Because I did see them everywhere then here. I'm just going to list a few of appearances in Jimmy Kimmel's Live, ABC's Mickey's 90th Spectacular TV special, and the Apple Music exclusive digital play. I think they also had a lot of features with other artists, like American or like English speaking artists. American singer Martine, do you know what that is?
Sounds familiar.
Sounds familiar, right? So they did a lot of versions too in English. So shows, features with other singers, and just English versions of their songs.
That's pretty cool.
So, but yeah, that's what they were up to.
Very smart too.
Yeah. So then they re-released Regular under the repackaged title Regulate. And I'm like, I see what you did there. So this was November 23. So we're what, in 2018 still? With the single called Simon Says.
This sounds vaguely familiar to me.
So this was, a pretty decent success in Korea, but it was a huge success in the States. I mean, it was, kind of garnered for the United States anyway. So it was the first song for them that topped the Billboard World Digital Songs.
It's awesome.
So I'm like, maybe it's another song we need to react to.
We should react to it.
But then, after, having all these promotions in the United States, Win-Win, in preparation to debut with Wavy, he kind of had to halt, the promotions activities for the repackaged release.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So then after that, in December of 2018, it was announced that Haechan would be taking a hiatus from the group due to injuries. Oh. And I'm like, when groups are successful, that stuff is bound to happen.
It does.
But at least we know, when he went off to do Wavy stuff. He'll be back.
Of course. He's being an unlocked character in another group.
Yeah. But anyway, we're finally in 2019. So we're getting closer.
Okay, so we're now. Closer to present day.
Yes,
okay.
We are. So they announced their first concert tour called Neo City, The Origin. So, of course, they had stops at South Korea and Japan from January to March, but it was extended to North America. Did they
come to Dallas?
Did they? I feel like they did. I don't know. I don't remember.
I feel like one of the NCT groups did, right?
And there was 12 tours for North America. And then there was additional 9 stops in Latin America, Europe, and Southeast Asia from May through July 2019. So they were just on tour for what? Half a year.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. Are you looking it up to see?
I am. It was them, it looks like.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, I was like, I want to say yes,
sure
but
I'm not sure. It was
one
of them, but I didn't know if it was them or if the other subunits
Mm-hmm.
came. It looks like it was them. So. It looks like one of them went to the botanical gardens. Looks like someone went to the arboretum.
That's great. But yeah, and then in March, Haechan actually joined the Japanese leg of the tour. So that was good. He came back. Yeah. Oh, and as I was mentioning earlier that they did have they featured in other American singers songs like Jason Derulo. Let's Shut Up and Dance. I remember reading that. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, they were there. Yeah. And it was actually re-released with label mate Lay Sang in February 22. That's why I was like, oh yeah. When I was reading this, I was like, yeah.
Lay. What's Lay doing?
I remembered this. But anyway, in March 18 of 2019, the group re-released Wakey Wakey as the lead single for their first Japanese studio album, Awaken. So they're kind of doing stuff in Japan again.
I wonder what type of... I just think of Wakey Wakey and I hear someone being like, Wakey Wakey.
Wakey Wakey. But then, they had promotions in the United States. I think they kind of tested the waters. And I think that's why, SM made that decision to sign them up with Capitol Music Group. And Caroline Distribution. So it's kind of like the worldwide kind of United States kind of market. So I think that was a good call because they did phenomenal here in that first part of promotions. So ahead of the North American leg of the tour that I mentioned, They actually made more appearances on shows, Good Morning America and Strahan and Sarah. So, which makes sense. You know, you're coming over here, might as well just appear in shows too and sign.
So. Oh, for sure.
In the same month, actually, the group announced their 4th EP. So, for a subunit, that's a lot.
I was just like, wow, this is a lot in like not that much time either.
So the song, the EP is called We Are Superhuman, and it was released in May 24. And they continued to promote S9 since Win was currently promoting with Wave B.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so pretty busy. So We Are Superhuman actually debuted at number 11 at Billboard 200.
All right.
So that became their second entry in the chart. So we went from like 83, I think I said,
yeah,
to 11. That's a good jump. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Hey, it's impressive to me.
Oh, hell yeah. So this EP also became their second number 1 album at the World Albums Chart.
Nice.
So then in August of that year, SM announced that Jungkook will sit out the group's activities due to undisclosed health reasons.
Oh, okay.
Which is always sad.
That is.
Especially because the group got to perform at 2019 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I remember
that.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, so my family doesn't know that I, like, listen to K-pop fully, or at least don't know the extent.
Yeah.
So that'd be weird if they're watching this. Let's hope they aren't. So they know I've gone to a K-pop concert, but I don't think they realize that it's like multiple groups that I've seen. They think it's just like
one group,
and they can't tell the difference between like EXO, GOT7, like BTS. Like they're all the same to them.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I remember watching the Thanksgiving Day Parade and my mom being like, "Oh, look, it's Korean boys. Is that the concert you saw? It's them on TV."
Oh, goodness.
And I was just like, I'm doing something else. I don't know what you're talking about. So I do remember this.
Yeah, I was super happy because...
But I was proud of them, even though I didn't listen to them. I was just like, yay.
They're the first Korean artist to ever do that.
It was a big deal.
Yeah, it's a really big deal.
So on the inside, I was like, I don't know you, but yay. And on the outside, I'm like, no, Mom, that's not the one group I saw 5 years ago.
So with that, they actually ended the North American promotions for that release.
Okay.
Yeah. So finally in 2020, along with the return, so there was the return announcement of Youngo. So he was in hiatus, right? Because of health reasons. He came back. So it wasn't that long. So it was like August horrible. To like, a couple of months. They proceeded with their second Korean studio album, Neo Zone. So this was in March. And it featured the lead single, Kick It.
This sounds familiar.
Honestly, I'm like, yeah, it does. But I don't...
Not that, like, I've, like, listened to it, but I feel like I saw, like, things online for it.
I feel like the name sounds familiar, but I can't... Because usually when I say
it to anything,
not even that. It's like when I see, oh, that sounds familiar. Like I imagine scrolling through Facebook and I see like the teaser photos or like the photo of like the album like cover and stuff. But this I don't remember. I just remember the name.
The name sounds familiar.
But the cool thing about this that with this album, several members actually took part in writing it.
Oh, that's really neat.
And I always think that's really cool.
That's cool.
And hear this, we went from 83 or 86, I don't remember, to 11 to number 5. So they debuted at number 5 on Billboard 200 album chart with Neo Zone.
That's awesome.
And it sold more than 700,000 units the first month, becoming their best-selling album till date, as well as topping Korean album sales charts for March.
So they're like nearly a million album seller just with that release in a month. Dang. I see y'all.
I see y'all kicking it. Kick it. Yeah. Anyway. So in addition to the initial promotions in South Korea, they went back to United States. They performed at the Rodeo Houston in Houston. You know, that's like a big deal. Yeah,
I remember this.
So they're the first K-pop group to ever do that.
Yeah, because they had like a K-pop night or something, and they were all like, we're going to announce who it is.
So this was in March. So this is borderline COVID era. Like it was starting at that
right
point.
Before things started to lock down.
Because they were actually going to, do their second tour, Neo Zone The Awards, in June. Here in like North America, but due to COVID-19, it was at that point it was postponed, right? So COVID just ruined a lot of stuff. Sucks. It did suck. But anyway, they didn't stop doing stuff. In May 17, 2020, they actually became the fourth act to hold an online concert. So they did this because, they had Neozone, the awards, and they realized, like, who knows when we'll come back.
Right.
So they did the online concert with SM Entertainment's Beyond Live.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I remember that.
Yeah. So they did that instead of, having an actual tour live. But then a few days after, they actually released Neozone The Final Round, which is kind of a repackage of Neozone. So nice. Its lead single, Punch, was actually performed live at the concert 2 days prior. So that's cool. That's neat, okay. Right? If you're, watching the album and then having that, yeah. So combined sales of Neozone and The Final Round exceeded 1.2 million copies.
Hey!
I got excited.
That's a lot.
So it's marking the group's best-selling album, and it's their first to exceed the 1 million total sales.
Wow.
So that was 2020.
That is awesome.
What's the first half of 2020. So then I mentioned the NCT, like the mother group or umbrella group or however you want to call it. You know how they did release a part 1, part 2 of NCT 2020 Resonance? I think I mentioned that earlier, right? So this happened in October and November, respectively. So that was what NCT 127 members did late 2020. And then, so now we're in 2021. So if you really think about it, 2020 kind of did slow them down.
A little bit.
They did have a few releases,
but
and then
I guess
they did NCT
they're
stuff.
doing like the big parent group promotion too.
But I feel though, honestly, if COVID wouldn't have happened, they would have done the whole tour.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm like, they would have been busy. Maybe that's why they just didn't release anything.
Maybe they had budgeted time for touring, and then all of a sudden that got cut.
So it's like, what do we do now? But I mean, they did release music with the mother. I want to call it the mothership. Mothership. I do. But finally, in 2021, they released new music for Japan, for their Japanese audience. So they released their second EP called Loveholic on February 17. So, yeah. The boys have been pretty busy doing stuff with their group and doing stuff with the mothership. And touring and just kind of having those United States promotions. If you really think about it, it's interesting to see how it's going to change once Hollywood comes out.
I'm very interested to see.
Is NCT 127 still going to promote a lot? Because they're heavily promoting here in the United States. Is that going to change?
Maybe do you think, and this is just pure speculation from someone that knows nothing, but I'm like, do you think maybe like the Hollywood unit will do like English promotions and like 127 might continue to do like Korean language promotions?
Or hey, maybe a lot of 127 members might be in Hollywood.
So they'll kind of do both, but under a different name.
Mm-hmm. So who knows?
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to be great.
Because I honestly don't think they should stop promoting the United States. I feel like Hollywood should do mostly English, kind of focus heavily here. And I feel like 127 should do what they've been doing. Korea, United States, Korea, Japan.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe like the language and like music style is maybe what we'll see more of from the new group. Mm-hmm. Either way, I think it's going to be super interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's been the background. Are you ready to talk about the members?
I am.
Let's do it then.
Who's first?
So our first member is Taeyong.
Mm-hmm. We know him.
Yeah, we do. And even though we know him, I'm like, I butchered his name probably. Anyway, so his position is leader, main rapper, main dancer, sub-vocalist, visual, and center.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
busy man.
He is a 1995 liner, and he is South Korean. Mm-hmm. So his specialty is rapping. He's a rapper. And he raps really well, so. His hobbies include listening to music, watching movies, playing games, and ordering delicious food. I'm like,
I feel that.
Yeah, I feel that. So, more on him. His habits are biting his fingernails, always washing his hands, and cleaning after members. So he's like a tidy person with the like anxiety probably. He's
I was like, hey, some of these things apply to me.
I know. So his favorite color is actually pink.
Aww.
And his favorite artist is Drake.
Nice.
Which it makes sense, I think. So before joining SM Entertainment, he actually dreamt of being a firefighter.
Aw,
like,
that's cute.
Sweet. And I remember the meme I saw the other day, like what kids want to be when they grow up, and it's like fighter, policeman, astronaut, and then what was the other one? A superhero, and then something ridiculous. And I was like, oh, like I think like a dinosaur.
I wish I could be a dinosaur.
Yeah. So he loves to swim, and he is confident in his eyes, and he should be. Mm-hmm. So he is also part of NCTU. So nice. A lot of fun facts about him. So our next member is Taeil.
Teo? Sure.
So he is the main vocalist. Mm-hmm. He's a 1994 liner. I didn't realize he was like our age.
Yeah.
That's cool. So he's another South Korean member, and he loves pork belly, ice cream, pizza, chicken, and just meat in general. I'm like, good man.
Me
with
too.
Taste. And he loves to listen to music and watch movies. And I'm like, yeah,
very
that's
nice.
Fair. So his favorite season, I'm sorry, summer isn't summer, but it's spring. He likes black, and his favorite artists include SHINee and Kim Boom-so. He is also part of NCTU.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Getting to know them a little bit more. It's always fun because I feel like they become more relatable once you figure out what they like, you know. Mm-hmm. So our next member is Johnny. So he is a 1995 liner. I said that weirdly for a 1995 liner. He is a sub vocalist and sub rapper. He was actually born in Chicago. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. He actually was accepted into SM Entertainment through the SM Global Audition in Chicago in 2007.
Dang.
A while ago. Yeah. So he speaks both Korean and English, obviously. And he actually can play the piano.
That's cool.
Yeah. So he likes to read, watch movies and videos, and he likes photography. And I'm like, me too, dude. I like to take photos. Cool. And he loves cute things. And I'm like, me too.
I have a thing. He loves us.
Stop. As I look at his photo, I'm like, stop. No, I'm kidding. No, I say this.
Guess I shouldn't say that with one of the ones that actually speaks English and could understand this podcast if you were to somehow stumble upon it.
That's hilarious. I say this because like I like cute things. Like I like miniature things because they're so cute.
Because they're so tiny and
cute. He's clumsy. I'm like,
okay, me too.
He bumps into things and
you bump into things
and trips on stairs, and chairs too. Like, but yes, I do bump into everything.
So is he one of the members that was like really famous in like SM Rookies or popular in SM Rookies? Because his name sounds familiar to me. I feel like I've seen him around and other stuff.
Yeah,
but I feel like SM Rookies, like, and him, I feel like that was a thing.
And his favorite artist is Coldplay. So man of great taste. And not so great motor skills, but it's okay.
No, you said man of great taste, and obviously they most of them are younger than us. Yes. So it's like, at what point do we consider them a man, and then at what point do we consider them like a very handsome baby? Do we have a cutoff? I don't think we've ever established a cutoff.
I don't think 1995 is a baby, really. They're younger than us, but they're still a man.
They're still a man. So if you're over 18, are you a man? Because if I see an 18-year-old...
You're a man child.
Because if I see an 18-year-old, I'm like, that is such a cute little kid. I hope they don't trip and fall on their way to, like, freshman English 101.
I don't know, dude. Why are you asking me these questions?
I don't know. I was just thinking.
I don't have the answers.
Because you said, like, nice man or whatever. Very clumsy. And I'm like, at what point are you, like, a child versus, like, a man? I'm just wondering. I don't know. Because we always said the younger ones are like babies, but we never established like a cutoff. I'm just thinking out loud.
I think for you, it's like if they're younger than your brother, they're babies.
If they're younger than my brother, for a second I was going to be like, if they're younger than my brother, then that's illegal. But then I remembered my brother's almost 23. Yeah, if they're like my brother's age or younger, like I literally just, I'm like, oh, you're so cute. You could have been one of my brother's little friends.
There you go. I think that established it for you. I think it's different for everybody.
Well, I don't know. My brother's almost 5 years younger than me. So even if you're like 4 years younger than me, I'm still like, oh, you're a very handsome little child.
Okay, then
that could have been friends with my brother. I don't know where the cutoff is.
Sometime between 3 and 2. Depends how they look too, probably.
This is probably true too.
Anyway, we went off on a tangent. Our next member is Utah. I think that's how you say his name. But he is the lead dancer, sub-vocalist, sub-rapper. He is a 1995 liner, so not a baby.
Not a baby, maybe a baby, but a man baby.
God. Anyway.
I think I've had too much sugar.
And coffee and everything of the above.
Because that's sugar. Like, I've consumed too much, like, sugar, caffeine. Got my multi-drinks here, so it's not like a continuity error that did happen.
She's pointing it out. But anyway, you thought he is Japanese. He likes to dance and play soccer. His favorite foods include watermelon, bento, takoyaki. I don't know what that
takoyaki. That's the octopus balls.
Oh, yeah. That's why I kind of discarded that from my mind. Tteokbokki, which is great. Crab meat fried rice and green tea cake.
All good choices, sir.
He loves doggies, and his favorite musician is One OK Rock.
They good.
So
J-Rock.
Yeah. He likes to play soccer, as I mentioned, and he likes to hang out with his friends, read comics, work out, watch videos. This is the best one. And he really enjoys saying how handsome. He really enjoys reading comments about how handsome he is.
He is very handsome.
Hey, like, if people were like, man, Patty, you hot, I'd be like, yeah.
I feel like I would screenshot the comment, and then whenever I feel sad, I just would pull it out and look at it and be like,
boost your self-esteem.
The internet says I'm hot.
It means you are. Because
if strangers on the internet say it, it has to be true.
Everything on the internet is true.
It is.
But anyway, so he actually went into SM Entertainment after passing the global audition in Japan. So on to our next member. We're just sidetracking way too much. His name is Do Young. He is a main vocalist, and he is a 1996 baby man, whatever you... I'm just teasing.
I don't know why you're motioning to me. I'm like,
you're the one that asked. Anyway.
I was curious.
We're being weird. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, his place of birth is South Korea. So he specializes in playing the flute, which I think is super cool.
That's super cool. There's not many male, like, flute players, I feel.
His favorite foods include cream cheese bread. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, that sounds so delicious.
Watermelon popcorn, mango flavored treats, white chocolate, peach, and hugo, which is hot pot. He
sounds delicious.
Likes blue, and his favorite artist is Eric Bennett. He's also part of NCTU, and the sad thing is he's scared of animals.
Oh.
I wonder if something happened to him for him to be kind of scared of them.
That's sad.
I know. So on to our next member. His name is Jaehyun. Okay. He is a main vocalist, lead dancer, sub-rapper, and a visual. I'm like, definitely a visual. I mean, they're all pretty much visuals.
They're all pretty handsome.
Birthplace is South Korea, and he's a 1997 liner.
Very nice.
And his English name is Jay, which Jaehyun, makes sense. He likes to rap, play the piano, and play basketball. His favorite foods include meat, any type of meat, spicy pork specifically, peach, green tea, and green tea ice cream. His favorite artist is IU.
Good choice.
Definitely good choice. And his favorite actor is Leonardo DiCaprio. And I feel like this is a perfect moment to put the meme.
Yes.
But his favorite color is white. And he is like the happy virus of the group.
Oh, okay.
He's like happy, and he's kind of sensitive too. And I feel like that just goes hand in hand, which is he's in tune with people, and he's so, happy. He actually speaks fluent English because he lived in America for 4 years.
Very cool.
And he's also part of NCTU. So a lot of the guys are part of NCTU if you really think about it. At least half, right? Roughly. Our next member is Jungwoo. So he is the lead vocalist, lead dancer, and he's a 1998 liner. He is South Korean, and he actually trained for 3 years. And he joined SM through their weekly audition. I didn't realize they had weekly auditions.
That's really cool.
That is pretty cool.
Does that mean I could go on vacation and audition?
Who knows?
If I was like 15 and Korean.
Sometimes I'm like, man. No, but when I was like 14, it was awkward.
Oh, it was awkward too.
If I can like transfer my like experience and mentality now to my 14-year-old self, I'd be like, I'm going to audition to be an artist. No, I'm kidding, y'all.
K-pop's Mexican beauty, Patty.
I don't know if I would have been received very well.
Not when we were 14.
Or even, I don't know, maybe even now.
Maybe even be a stretch now. So for sure not when we were 14.
Yeah. But I could be a Mexican pop artist.
Oh.
I'm good, y'all. I don't know how to even sing properly.
Oh, shut up. You sing perfectly fine.
I don't know what I'm doing, though. That's the problem.
You don't have to know what you're doing.
No, I'm kidding.
So I guess this guy knew what he was doing.
Yes. Yeah, because he joined through the weekly audition. I don't know. I've never really seen that anywhere else. Like, so they must have been like, this week was good. Yeah, we got a good one.
Maybe.
Anyway, he can speak Chinese.
Ooh, that's cool.
And he's really good at imitating people.
Oh.
He likes to play soccer.
Very nice.
I always like to include that because I like to play soccer. And he has huge appetite. He can eat in huge portions. He's like Goku.
Oh, must be nice.
So actually, the song that made him want to become an artist was Justin Bieber's "All in It." I don't think I've listened to that.
Interesting. I was gonna say I don't think I know which one that is.
Me neither. But
I'm just like Justin Bieber.
And as I mentioned previously, he actually did go on a hiatus due to health issues, but he did come back a couple months after. So everything's well with him.
Good.
So our next member is Mark, and I know him.
We know this one.
I do. So he
doesn't say his name.
Oh, especially. So he is a main rapper, main dancer, and vocalist. He's a 1999 liner. He is from Toronto, Canada, but he actually moved to Vancouver at a very young age. He can rap, as I mentioned earlier, since he's a main rapper, and he can play the guitar. He loves bagels, cookies, and cream-flavored ice cream. Me too, sir. Chicken, kimchi, rice, watermelon, jjajangmyeon, cookies, chips, bread, and chocolate. That's some good choices.
Sounds good.
So his favorite artists include Beyonce, Coldplay, Chris Brown, Chinese We Know. And this one's cute because I know he collabed with him. EXO Shumin.
That's so cute.
He's like, I love you, bro.
It's adorable.
I know. And he's also part of NCTU and NCT Dream. Isn't there an NCT Dream promo where he's like wearing a cute little hat and has like,
I think so.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Anyway, our next member is Haechan. He is a main vocalist, leader, and he's the Magne. He is a 2000 liner. He is South Korean, and he was actually born in Seoul, but he moved to Jeju when he was 7 through the age of 12. So,
that's cool.
I just
always
always
live on the island.
I love to bring up Jeju Island because it's so beautiful.
I would love to go back to Jeju.
I know. So his hobbies include playing piano, listening to music, singing, dancing, and playing football.
Nice.
He wants to be a singer-songwriter, so I'm like, he's going toward that direction, so that's really cool.
See it.
And he is also part of NCT Dream.
Nice.
So our final member, who is currently in hiatus because he's promoting with Wavy, is Win. Yes. So he is the lead dancer and vocalist. He's a 1997 liner, and he's from China, and I'm not going to try to butcher his birthplace.
Wensu?
Sheixiang?
I don't know.
But he's from China. His specialty, which is really cool, is doing traditional Chinese dance.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
And that's actually how he got scouted, because he was performing a traditional dance at his school.
That's really neat.
So his favorite foods, I said coods.
I passed the curse on to you from last time.
You did. His favorite foods include hot pot, tiramisu, samgyeopsal. Do you know what that is?
That sounds.
It sounds familiar. But
is that like pork belly or something pork related?
Is it?
I found it. I'll find out.
She's gonna look it up. Strawberries, mushrooms, and chips. I love mushrooms too, and I feel like that's never like a favorite.
Mushrooms?
Yeah, I love mushrooms. What?
Ugh. Yeah.
Weird.
I don't like mushrooms like 98% of the time.
I love mushrooms.
I had some mushroom chips and they were good. Oh, hell yeah. It's pork belly.
It is pork belly. She's onto it.
It's because I like pork belly, so that's why I feel like I know this.
Not the biggest fan.
If it's cooked correctly. If it's grilled correctly. If it's all like wet and soggy and then no, I don't like it.
So his favorite artists include EXO, And I'm going to pronounce his name wrong. Jae Cho. His hobbies include piano, watching movies, and swimming. And he can actually play the guitar too, which is really cool.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. So as I mentioned, he's part of Wave E, which is where he's currently promoting. And he's also part of NCTU.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. So those were our members.
Nice.
I haven't listened to any of the music from NCTU 127.
I feel like I may have heard something like in the background.
Okay.
But I don't actually know anything by them.
So we're going to pick some songs and start reacting.
Sounds good to me.
Let's do it.
So, what are we going to do first?
Let's just do Firetruck.
The debut, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, let's check it out.
Let's do it.
Oh.
That thumbnail looks interesting.
Oh. It's vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, snap. That started off strong. What's with the little girl?
Taeyong, right?
Yes. Wait, I feel like I've seen this at the restaurant.
Maybe, like right? In the background.
Or somewhere. I love how they match like the background, that green tone. Little kids everywhere. Oh, that's cool.
I like that dance move. That was really cool.
He's grown.
Mm-hmm. Such a distinctive voice, too.
Yeah. Whoa, his hair.
I feel really bad, but so far the only ones I can pick out in the video are the ones that are from Super M. They're moving too fast for me to tell who's who.
This is good. This is lit.
It's different. I can see how it wouldn't be some people's cup of tea, but it's really well done. And I like it.
Yeah. A fire truck.
I'm gonna have that stuck in my head. Fire truck.
I like that. Oh, that's cool. Like the video. I thought that was fun. Yes, water.
That would be fun.
Like dancing in the water.
Yes. I do love water stages.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
I like that.
I might get it. Oh, that was pretty good. Really good. That went by really fast.
It did.
Oh, old lady looking.
Oh.
What's she looking at? Like, here we go again. That was good.
That was pretty solid too. Yeah. For like debut.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I liked it.
I liked that a lot.
I'm have the
I'm just like
fire truck.
Uh-huh. That was pretty good.
So our next song is we said this was like what they're known for, right? Like their signature one.
Oh, this is what I mean, they're already much in like the spotlight, but this put them further down in that direction.
Cherry Bomb.
Cherry Bomb. I think I've probably listened
I feel like I may have heard at least parts of this in passing, but not like intentionally sat down and watched it.
Same.
Not like I've avoided it. It just didn't happen. So how many views does this one have? Just out of curiosity. 133
million views.
It's pretty good.
It's really good.
Okay. Let's check this one out then.
Let's do it.
Ooh,
I love that. Yeah.
Ooh, that was cool.
Yeah, I've listened to it.
Uh-huh.
Hey, did it. I feel like I've listened to this. That's cool. I feel like we're just like
We're like, what's gonna happen?
yeah, this is just like I love the dance.
I was gonna say, it's so cool. Ooh.
I have listened to this ever.
The vocals.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard this part. I think I've heard the whole like, I'm the biggest hit.
Yeah,
I'm the biggest hit.
It's good.
Ooh.
That was a great transition to
That was like unexpected but amazing.
The editing's awesome.
Ooh.
I'm happy because I'm listening to y'all. The fashion, like having the leather jacket and the shorts. Interesting.
I really like these pink purple outfits too. It's like, I'm not surprised that their vocals are good. It's just like, you have this rapping and this vibe and they come out of nowhere.
I know. The animation is so cool. That's cool. Like, he's super cool without even trying.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what?
I love the little animations they have periodically.
This just makes me want to like body roll.
It's definitely one of those type of songs.
Oh, it's just like a song I'd be in my car like
Yes.
like I'm at the like red light and I'm just like,
And you're like, mm-hmm.
whoa!
Oh,
Literally cherry bombs.
those some big cherries. Hey, 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 hey.
That's so cool.
That was cool. I'm like, yeah, y'all are.
That's fucking good.
That was really cool.
I'm just like,
I like that a lot.
it makes me want to body roll and just go clubbing.
I'm the biggest hit.
At the same time, like, I want to cruise around like with this song and then go to the club and just continuation as I'm walking there.
You sound like you want your own rap video, but with this playing.
Kind of low key, I do.
Okay, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
That was very good.
So our final song
that we're going to listen to is Simon Says.
Simon Says. This is one of the more recent ones, I think,
2 years ago.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. This one has 62, wrong number, 69 million noise. Sorry. I don't know why 60. Well, I can't even talk. I don't know why
I really did
62.
pass it on to you.
69. You did from the past episode. Yeah. 69. Nice. 69 million views, y'all. Simon Says.
Simon Says.
Let's do it.
That's what we're saying. Whatever Simon said. Ooh.
Describing a chair.
This looks traumatic.
Ew, creepy. Is that them? His hair is cool.
Oh.
Oh, that was cool.
I feel like we're about to see something real cool.
I want to see this live.
Ooh. What if they were in like a middle floating stage and all the fans are around them? That'd be hella cool.
Especially in the part when they were going like in circle.
That'd be cool. I feel like that one was Johnny, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell who's who.
I feel like their music is the type that you just listen to when you want to get hyped. You're like,
oh, yeah. I think I can tell 3 of them so far.
There you go.
I don't think that's very good out of 10. That was cool.
Hey, you get it? Wow. How are they so confident?
They are.
That's a cool sweater.
It's because didn't you listen to Cherry Bomb? They're the biggest hit on the stage, Patty.
They're the biggest hit. They're the Oh.
Oh.
My
ears are so confused, but that's so cool.
Yeah. I love his bucket hat. Choreo. Amazing.
Of course. I can't tell who's the one with the bucket hat.
I'm like, let me try to look. Vocals.
Ooh.
That touched my soul.
I'm not even sure who did that, but I loved it. Oh, that was it? Okay, I gotta say one thing.
What?
I know there's people out there and they say that like SM rappers can't actually rap. I'm like,
excuse me? Dude, I was going to say like mid video, I was going to say something and then I got interrupted by something else. But Mark is a great rapper. Oh my God. Like his presence. Holy shit.
It's like startling because I feel like he has like a cute little face.
But he's like, we're like, yeah. And then he's just like, whatever. And I'm like, damn, I want to be cool like you.
I don't know. I'm just like, he's so young. He has such a young looking face too that I'm just like, whoa. Yeah. He goes really hard. They all do go. They all go really hard.
They maybe want to go clubbing or cruising or just body roll. Like, yeah.
Go have like a rave in your bathroom or something. Starring NCT 127.
I would just be like,
And then what if it's like one of those like, it's like you open your eyes and what would you do if you're like surrounded by them now? Like they came out body rolling with them.
Hey, get it? Hey. Hey, I have a boyfriend, so
you do. So that's why I'm like, what would you do?
We would just all body roll, like, get it.
You, your boyfriend, and NCT 127, like all together having a party.
I mean, sure. Him or without him, I'm gonna body roll. Oh no, him, without them, I'm still gonna body roll.
So you're always body rolling.
Not always, but that was a pretty bad body roll. Sorry, y'all.
Oh.
I can't do it in this chair.
It's hard in the chair.
Okay. Now I can't do it because I'm thinking about it. Man, you put me on the spot like that.
I'm sorry.
Body roll.
If that were to happen, could I be invited?
Yeah, you can dance with them. I'll dance. As long as they're singing or their music's on, whatever way, I'm just going to be body rolling. I'm the biggest hit. Anyway, I'm having a moment.
We're the biggest hit, Patty, not you. Stop stealing our lines.
I'm the biggest hit. I'm the biggest. Anyway, they got me over here being crazy, but it would be a fun party with their music in the background.
That would be fun.
Hell yeah, I would.
I feel better now that we have a NCT poster behind us.
Well, we had that because it was a poster that was supposed to go to one of our friends, but
it was
due to COVID we couldn't give it to him, so we decided to just put it there.
But I feel better about it being behind us now that we've got to listen to an NCT
for
group.
Sure. But yeah,
I liked it. That
was a fun time. Body rolling.
Definitely body rolling music. I feel like they definitely have like their own signature sound,
and it's amazing. I really enjoy it a lot.
As some rappers can rap.
Hell yeah, they can, and they can pull off anything they're wearing. Anything. Yeah. It's all about the confidence.
I give them a thumbs up.
I give them 2.
2. Beat you to it.
But that was fun.
It was.
Okay.
That was like a good one to end on, I feel like, too.
Yeah. Well, especially with that high note. That was good. Yeah. But we'll see you guys next week.
Of course.
We're over here. We're going to keep probably body rolling over here.
Off camera.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.